It's finally happened. Xiaomi, the affordable Chinese phone brand, has worked its way over to Europe. Well, Spain for the time being. But we prized a top-spec Mi Mix 2 handset from overseas to see how it holds up in Blighty, which is of particular interest given that, we suspect, the UK will be a future target market. Just because Xiaomi is known for affordability doesn't mean the company takes shortcuts when it comes to design though. The Mi Mix 2 is of particular interest for a number of reasons. It's hugely powerful, yet hugely affordable, at €499, which is about £450 at the time of writing, and brings an ultra-trim bezel design that adds a point of difference compared to other phones on the market. Which sounds like a whole dollop of promise for a brand that, for many people, will be seen as somewhat alien. Should you welcome Xiaomi's new arrival with open arms, or does it warrant some skepticism? We've been using the Mi Mix 2 as our day-to-day phone for a couple of weeks to see how it holds up. Trim bezel design unlike any other. Philippe Starck designed, aluminium frame and curved ceramic back. Rear positioned fingerprint scanner. 151.8 x 75.5 x 7.7 mm, 185G. Ultra-trim bezel designs aren't new in smartphones, but it was Xiaomi's original Mi Mix that was much to do with kicking off the trend. That phone didn't make it to Europe officially, of course, so it was widely missed by a large chunk of the globe. Since then we've had the likes of the Samsung Galaxy S8 and the Apple iPhone X capture the headlines, but the Mi Mix 2 looks every bit as good as those, perhaps even better thanks to its consideration with the top bezel. Well, more the lack of such bezel. There's no notch, the trim bezel line keeps the form of the phone neat, while pushing that 5.99-inch screen to the fore. It's a savvy design, as the top edge of the screen is critically important. It's where you swipe down the shade in Android to see notifications, it's where various in-app buttons or settings are most likely to exist, so it's totally logical to have no design distractions around it. Interestingly, Xiaomi teamed up with French industrial designer Philippe Starck in the creation of the Mi Mix 2, a designer famed for his use of simple yet effective shapes, of reduction in form in pursuit of better functionality. And given that the Mi Mix 2 is almost entirely screen, we can see how that concept translates. The rear of the Mi Mix 2 is a reflective curved ceramic. Thing is, it ultimately looks and feels like plastic and is a total fingerprint magnet, picking up smears with too much ease. It's easily wiped clean, which is when it looks at its best, but you can't be dabbing it with a cloth every second of the day. Still, such a fingerprint-averse finish is par for the course these days. Just look at the